Before we lived in the van, we actually lived in a Class C RV and traveled in that full time. And it was just so big. It was really, really big. And that's why we downgraded to a van, or upgraded, in my opinion, to a van. Hello, my name is Kelsey.
And my name's Nathan.
Together we make up our home on the roam, and this is our tiny home on wheels.
It's a 2018 Ford Transit van, medium roof. We converted ourselves earlier this year and we live in it full time and travel. We work as photographers and videographers, and then we also have some work camping lined up. So this van has a 130-inch wheelbase and it's the medium roof. 27,000 miles on it. We wanted something that was really reliable, had low mileage, was well taken care of. All right, so this is the inside of our 2018 Ford Transit van. We split the driving about half the time. We've got a really nice tire pressure monitor system that we can get the real-time air pressure and temperature of our tires, which is really handy. There's a sensor on each one. We've got our Yoda, little co-pilot. Blanket folded up, that's where our dog Leia sometimes hangs out while we're driving. Our cat Scooter will primarily be in the back while we're driving, hiding under the covers or something like that. So anytime we get ready for a few months on the road, the first day, the first drive, he will scream for a few minutes and then he falls asleep and then he's good. And then all the drives after that, he's good. He likes looking out the window. He likes curling up in the sun, and the dog loves it. She loves being with us. So we're not away at work all day, so she gets to spend time with us. So we've got a rear backup cam that we can use when we're backing up. It's really handy. We've got a bike and luggage rack on the back. So one of the things that we do after we park is we have insulated window covers that we bought. They were specifically this size for this model of Ford Transit. So they've got a layer with suction cups as a sun visor, and then we also put an extra layer of Reflectix insulation. So anytime we park, we put those up and it keeps things really comfortable in here. Custom made welcome mat. It's pretty cool. It's just a regular welcome mat, but we cut it in half and cut it to fit this shape. Kelsey did a little decorating on it.
Our countertops are just a plywood, and they're covered in contact paper. It's kind of just a cheap and easy way that we did it. They're probably not going to last super long, we know that, but it works and it adds a little bit of color with that silver in here, and it wasn't too expensive. We have just a really tiny sink. It's not too big. It's operated by a little foot pump down here. We don't have an automatic, like an electrical one, because we got legs, so we might as well use them. We have just a little fake plant. If I have real plants in here, they die. So I just have fake plants. We also have some measuring spoons back here that hang up. We do take all of this down when we travel and put it in the sink. When we open the cabinets, we have two 5-gallon water jugs under here. These are little bamboo paper towels, so they are reusable and we can wash them. Our cabinets do have magnetic catches on them, so then that way they don't fly open. For our backsplash, we just have a peel and stick tile. It's pretty awesome because you don't have the weight of a real tile, but as far as you can see, it looks like real tile. It has the grout lines and everything. We really like it because it's bright and colorful. As you'll tell as you go through our whole van, we really like color. We feel like it makes the home a lot brighter and bigger, and it makes us feel happier, and we're stuck inside on a rainy day. So up here we have two kitchen cabinets. We have just a couple pots and pans. We have like a little mini rechargeable blender. So we have some of these little unbreakable mugs. If you live in a home that moves, I highly recommend these because they don't break and they can roll around and it doesn't really matter. In here, this is our food pantry. So we have two giant crates to put for food. Obviously, we put heavier things down here and lighter things up here. We make pretty basic meals, a lot of like pasta, anything that's kind of like a one pan, like a sausage and a vegetable and a grain kind of thing. We have two dressers, a his and hers. So we have like just all of our basic, undergarments, sleep shirts, anything like that we're gonna need. Our Nature's Head composting toilet.
Yeah, sometimes one of us will be in the van and we'll have to use it in front of each other, but you just put on some music or go hide in the bed or something like that. Yeah, it doesn't smell. It wasn't that hard to get used to. The compost we have to clean out about once a month. It really isn't that bad. And the liquids bucket we dump about once a week.
Also under this curtain we have 2 panels. This is for inverter. And then this is just a basic electrical panel. So it has USB plugins and 12 volt plugins as well. It also has our battery voltage right here. So this is our bed. It is a queen size memory foam mattress. So we have a 6-inch memory foam mattress with a 2-inch topper. So a lot of memory foam, but it works. It's so comfy. We don't have a heater, so we pretty much survive on cold days with lots of blankets. Also up here we have our max air fan, 10 speeds I believe. And it also has the rain cover on the top. So even when it's raining, if it's kind of muggy out or something like that, we can still use it. We have our iPad on the ceiling back there. That's how we watch movies or TV shows or things like that at night. We do have a shelf over here, magazines and books and things that we like to keep up there.
So one of our favorite parts of the build was our cedar ceiling that we put in. We got all these panels from Menards, so they're nice and thin. They didn't add a lot of extra space. They were really light too, which was good. We have a single burner stove, and then we also have a double burner propane camp stove. We can set up here or we set it up outside on our outdoor table. It's a 12 volt fridge. There's a latch here, and then it is on a drawer slider platform. Just a little folding table for out here. The dog goes to the bathroom outside, but the cat needs a litter box, so he's got a little compartment down here next to our composting toilet. A sticker for every state that we camp in. If we just drive through that state and we don't camp there for a few days, we don't count it. Magnets that Kelsey had made with all of our information on them and stuff. But if we're somewhere and we don't want people to know that we live in there or we're going to be away from the van, we can just take them off and store them inside. So this is the back of the van. It's where most of our storage happens. We have a really cool bike rack and luggage rack back here. So it's actually on a swinging arm. So we can open it up like this, and that's how we get to the back. So back here we have shoe racks on each door, and then here we also have our hanging clothes storage. Some wicker baskets, that's the rest of our clothes that we don't need quite as often, like every day. And up here, under the bed, we have some bungees that hold up a bunch of things. So our solar shower's up there, I keep my slack line up there, camping chairs. So back here is kind of the brains of our solar system. We have 250 watts of solar up on the roof. We have 2 panels up there. They come down here into the charge controller and then into our battery. We have a 120 amp hour lithium battery from Overland Energy Co. We got that earlier this year and we really like it. Our cat Scooter is up there. He likes to look out the back windows. So we have a regular sized bike, electronic bike that we keep on the bike rack back here. And then we also have a second bike. It's another electronic bike, but it's a folding bike. We keep that back here. A couple hammocks up there, some rock climbing gear, camp chairs, and just all our fun outdoor goodies. Probably the coolest thing about living on the road is getting to go paddleboarding in all these different spots. Paddleboarding is something we started doing a couple years ago. We're not crazy into it, but it's a really cool, chill activity to do. We've done it in Colorado and Texas and Wisconsin and Michigan and Missouri. We've done it Kansas, all over. It's really cool. And maybe one day we'll make it out to the ocean. That's one of my favorite parts about doing this is being outside, doing different things in different places.
Yeah, we haven't regretted it a single day, so.
Yeah, we originally planned for a year and then immediately wanted to stretch out to 2, and we're gonna do anything we can to keep going. Thank you for checking out our van. We had a great time showing it to you and talking a little bit about our lifestyle. Check us out on Instagram, Our Home on the Roam. We'll see you out there.